Professor. God bless you in advance. And Mrs. DeClerico, our ESC liaison. Mrs. Bowles.
Nice to see
Welcome.
you. Thank you for coming.
Now, this Medicaid letter is new for me, so I just have Mama sign it.
What is it?
It's, go ahead, do you want to go ahead?
You can go ahead.
Any student in the county receiving OT, PT, speech, language, all that stuff, it just gives you information that Sarasota County participates in Medicaid billing back and forth. If she is a Medicaid client, then they'll receive monies. If not, it's just informational, and you're just signing that we gave you the information, and I'll get you a copy of it.
That's it.
What it is the school board gets a certain pot of money. It doesn't affect any person who gets money for their own child. So, should you be on Medicaid? People always think sometimes it's going to take money away from them, but no, it's money that's set aside from the state.
Okay.
Because we do all the paperwork here.
And the next thing I'd like to do is offer you safeguards again. If you want it, I offer them every time I see you, but feel free to either take it, or if you have enough at home, you don't have to take it.
Yeah, they haven't changed this.
But I just need to have you sign saying that I offered it to you right here.
So I'll get through on
I
Usually reading.
asked Hannah what she would like to do to work on, in particular, this IEP year. And she said two things: do well in math and to say words fast. So now I have to ask you, Mom, what would you like her to concentrate on this school year as her goal?
Oh, okay. But not really. My main concern with her is her thought process. When she's trying to have a conversation with someone, I feel like she doesn't, from the brain to the mouth and out, is not fluid, if that makes sense. Like,
That's
she
probably
may
what her
formulate
comment
her
means.
thoughts
That's probably what her comment
and
means.
have a clear, concise sentence. She's very interrupted with that. She has a lot of ums and a lot of, breaks.
She also likes to talk to herself quite a bit. I don't know if she likes to hear herself talk, but she does. She reads to herself. Ms. Kreger can give us more insight on this. Ms. Kreger, have you met Ms. Bowles?
Yes, we've met.
It's called reauditorization. It's another process that children use for remembering and for straightening out the thinking process. Which is really considered a strategy.
My manager.
It's a good thing.
Because I talk to myself all the time at work. She goes, it's really not a bad thing. It's when you start talking to inanimate objects and they answer you back. That's when you have to worry, she said. It's really good for your brain to talk to yourself.
We were talking about Mom's concerns over her parent input, and she'd like Hannah to have a more clear, concise thought when it comes out. Like, she can process it, but just have, instead of all the
Articulating?
ums.
Yes. Have you noticed that? She has a lot of ums and she gets very.
I don't know, she does, she's very comfortable. I mean, she volunteers all the time. I don't see processing a problem. I mean, she does, I'll pay more attention, but it's not something that stands out that she says a lot. As a pause, you mean?
Maybe it's just at home, because I always ask her, well, what did you do today? Did you have art? Did you have science? Did you have math? And I tried to find out what she's doing at school and what she enjoyed. And her answer to me is always very choppy.
Like disjointed?
Yeah, it's very choppy as far as what she's wanting to express to me. It's like she thinks it, that getting it out to me is very slow or choppy.
She'll do that.
Maybe it's hard for her to think and talk at the same time.
Yes.
Did you want to add anything about what you see in the classroom with Hannah?
No, she's an eager learner. She gets excited about everything, math, reading. But she's a little uncomfortable socially, but I think that's just Hannah.
It is, and I think we had discussed it last year, and she went to the
She's
social
made-
skills class.
She's made great progress in that area.
I still
From day
notice
one.
it somewhat, she still will just automatically be drawn or navigate towards the younger
Younger.
children.
Mhm.
And I kind of feel like maybe she should have more interaction with children her own
Mhm.
age, and I'm trying to facilitate that.
That's
We've
good.
actually, it's taken 2 years, but my husband has gotten in contact with friends he knew growing up here, and they have a daughter who's 9. So I'm trying to get her into that group.
Mhm.
So that,
And she
Yeah,
just, she's
even-
kind of nervous.
I would say even maybe one playmate to start with so that she doesn't have to deal with several personalities at the same time for her, because she is a little bit,
Socially immature.
well, to me, she does very well one-on-one.
right.
Oh, yes.
Even when it's her and I, as opposed to the group and I. She's just very comfortable when it's one-on-one. And I see her in the classroom, she seems to kind of like to be on her own more than jumping right into the group. She's kind of on the outskirts whenever I observe her,
Mhm.
you know, so, I mean, it's,
And you know, I always have to remind her, it's nice to tell me about your younger sibling, but tell me about the kids in your class. So that's, you know, that's all I hear. So she is gravitating towards a younger, which is probably comfortable for her. But now we're gonna have to shift that and tell me what's happening with the group in your class.
She does send a
and
good
I
topic.
actually have tried to encourage her to speak of her not as her baby sister any longer, just her sister or her younger sister, because she almost kind of gets to like talking very immaturely and babyish when she talks about her sister. And I think that those thoughts of when she's identified as her babysitter, she just kind of automatically